I'm Scott Allen Miller. This is Sheep Guarding Llama. It is the 3rd of January, 2020, and this is Sheep Guarding Llama. So today's Friday. Thank goodness I needed a Friday. This has been, last couple of weeks, been really long with such long days working. And not that I'm getting tomorrow off from work or anything like that, but at least it's not a scheduled day and there's nothing really pressing. So tomorrow should be, knock on wood, a catch-up day for the most part. I've got stuff lined up to do and things ready, so it really shouldn't be so bad compared to a lot of weekends. So looking forward to having some time to do that. Today was really not that bad, but it started off a little bit rough. Woke up a little bit after 8, about 8:10, just in time to discover I'd missed a meeting I was supposed to be at in Plano at 7:30. So that was unpleasant. Not a huge deal. I've got to do it on Monday instead, but never want to miss a meeting, of course. But then we had a regular Friday 9 o'clock team meeting. That went pretty well this morning. And obviously I made it to that. And then had more or less a regular day of work. It was not super busy, which is nice. So I got to do a little bit of more relaxing, and it wasn't super stressed and like rushing from thing to thing all day. It was normally busy, but just normal. So that was nice. Nothing really of importance going on during the day today. There was a lot of VR going on in the living room. Beat Saber pretty much never shut off. There was a whole bunch of this girl doing it and a whole bunch of Paul doing it, and pretty much no one else got a chance on it at all. And then the big thing for today, though, is this evening. As you can see, Liesl is still wearing a Harry Potter robe. It was the second for us, City of Carrollton, Texas, Harry Potter Yule Ball at the Josie Ranch complex, which we went to last year, same time, January 3rd, and loved it. We had so much fun last year. We were going to be absolutely sure that we made it this year. So we wanted to be there at 6:15 for when the doors opened. We didn't make it quite for that. I had to work until after 5:30. The moment work was done, I ran, jumped in the shower, got ready, grabbed a sandwich. I was actually ready to go before they were by a few minutes, so we were not waiting for me, even though I was not ready to make it to be there at 6:15, but we were probably out the door by 6:10, so it's not like we were late. I mean, Josie Ranch is right around the corner. It's the main Carrollton Library and Senior Center and Rec Center and that stuff. So we got down there, and it was not busy at all like it was last year. Last year they had the whole municipal center opened up, and it was crowded. There was no parking. The line was, all out front of the building. This year there were plenty of people, lots of people in the parking lot, but there was lots of open parking. There wasn't a line backed up out of the building. We were a few minutes later, so we were able to go straight in. My memory is that last year was darker when we got there. Maybe it started later. I'm not sure, but it sure felt darker to me. It was still a little bit light when we got there today. So we started off, we went first to the room of requirement where we did crafts. The girls made howlers out of paper, and they also made, and I have no idea what these are called. Maybe Liesl knows, maybe they had a name for them, but the paper things you put on your fingers, and you like, it's hard to describe. They don't make any sense.
I didn't make a howler.
Oh, Liesl did not make a howler, but Luciana did. And then we did those paper things. They had like jokes in it. It's just like a folded paper thing that was popular when Francesca and I were little. But by the time Dominica was our age in elementary school, they didn't do it. And our girls have never seen them before, and they're just pretty silly. They were just kind of a trend in the early 1980s. I remember them on the school bus.
I mean, I've seen them before. I just never knew what they were.
Yeah, so Dominica didn't even know how to help with them because she had never seen it. I should mention that Stephanie showed up with her kids, Isabella and Wancho. So all four of the kids went and did stuff together tonight. So after crafts, we went into the main ballroom, actually, first we went and got sorted and picked up like our wrist bracelets and got our raffle tickets and that stuff. Then we did the crafts, but that was just it, just the registration. Then we went back because ice cream had come out, so Andy's Custard was there. So we got Andy's Custard, which is always good. They sponsored last year as well. Bloom's, the old-fashioned candy and soda fountain company in Old Town Carrollton, sponsored, and they were doing butterbeer and taffy. Tonight the butterbeer was quite good. I actually really enjoyed that. It reminds you of cream soda. It's kind of a buttery cream soda. And They had cookies, just packaged cookies, not like a cookie company or anything. So that was cool. We had a snack. There wasn't a lot going on in the ballroom. Technically, some people were dancing, but it wasn't anything like last year. There was a costume contest that we did not participate in. I saw this kid who had a perfect Grindelwald costume. I mean, the kid was young, maybe like 9, maybe less.
There was someone
And
dressed up as Grindelwald?
oh yeah, it was amazing. His costume was so good. He had all the face makeup, so he looked like Johnny Depp. He had his hair done perfectly for Grindelwald. Had an entire like 3-piece suit with the top button unbuttoned, waistcoat with a watch. I mean, it was all out. I walked up to him. I'm like, I hope you won because that is amazing. And he's like, Oh yeah, I won. It was really funny.
I don't think I've seen
He
him.
was sitting outside of the Flash trivia room while you guys were doing the scavenger hunt.
Oh,
But it
that
was
explains why I didn't
yeah,
see
it
him.
was impressive. There were only a few people who had really good costumes, and like it was like 2 adults, and one of the older like teenage girls had a really good Bellatrix Lestrange outfit. There were a couple of these younger ones, but this one Grindelwald just took the cake. It's good that he won. He needed to. But then so after that, we came in and they did the scavenger hunt, which they won. So they were the winning team for that. While they were doing the scavenger hunt, I did the individual trivia, which I won, which was pretty hard, actually. It's really hard questions, and there are a lot of people, and they go really fast. And speed it's timed, so the faster you go, the more points you get.
You know that the scavenger hunt isn't like people going against each other, right?
Oh, oh, I thought it was. You just completed it.
Yeah, we just completed it.
I see. Still pretty cool. So the trivia is people competing against each other, and you had to get 100% of the questions right to even be in the running, and you had to be super fast. And I ended up winning that, so I got house points, and I got a pin and stuff. And then I ended up going back with Stephanie and Dominica and doing the trivia again. And I didn't mean to win; I did it really casually, and I ended up winning again on accident. And when they called out for the winner, I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to win again. And they're like, we'll give this stuff to the second place person. And then as I was leaving, the woman who ran it snuck me like extra house points and is like, house points for Gryffindor for bravery. And it was cute. After the scavenger hunt was done, we didn't have time to do any of the easier the family trivia, the team trivia. So we did the hard one, the newts. They did 2 rounds of owls, which we couldn't make, and then we made it for the newts. And we did fairly well. We probably got something like 10 questions right out of 15, which is actually amazing. I don't think anybody got all 15. There's a team next to us who won. I bet they got 13 or 14 right. And some of that stuff was just crazy how hard it was. You had to know a lot of obscure stuff. And they warn you when you start. It's not meant for people who are doing it casually at all. But then after that, that was pretty much it. We had to go in, put our points in for the house points. Liesl and I represented about 100 and almost 150 points out of the total 5,000 that Gryffindor got for the night, and we won, of course. Luciana did her best to win points for Hufflepuff. They came in second. Ravenclaw third for Dominica, and then Slytherin came in dead last, as they tend to. So that was Harry Potter Yule Year. Oh, and we went and did some pictures right at the end before we left because we wanted to get some. And that was it. Then it was heading back home. We swung into Taco Bell for Liesl on the way home. I got myself some dinner. Got back. Paul had been playing Beat Saber the entire time we were gone. He is completely addicted to that game, which is hilarious. And
Well, it's a good game.
it is a good game, but it's funny how much he's into the VR. Like really funny. And I went into the office. I've been working right now. I'm cooking dinner for Luciana, and Liesl's just hanging out in here. Luciana's across the hall hanging out. Dominica is watching The Witcher, which she has not seen before. She just started that tonight, so she's on episode 2 right now. And Paul went to sleep a while ago once the VR wasn't available. He and the dog went to bed. So that is January 3rd, Harry Potter Yule Ball Day. Tomorrow is Saturday. I don't think we have any real plans for the weekend. And thought it'd be fun if Liesl joined me for the daily update today. Her first time doing a full update here on Sheep Guarding Llama. All right, bye everybody. See you tomorrow.